Chapter 7. They locked eyes across the firelight. The battered Roman soldier, blood crusted at his temple, one greave missing, stared up at Marcus, confused at first, then suspicious. Marcus's heart pounded in his chest. He took a breath and spoke a single word. A name. The soldier's head jerked up, his eyes narrowed, scanning Marcus's face. Not recognition, but familiarity. "You're Roman," he muttered. "You speak Latin." Marcus didn't answer. The soldier leaned forward, sneering. "What are you doing with these animals? Who are you?" Still, Marcus said nothing. The soldier's voice rose, anger curling around his words. "You're no Briton. Look at you. What's your name, boy?" Marcus looked to the druid, then back at the soldier. "Savage," the man hissed. "You disgrace the Empire, speaking our tongue among them? You should be ashamed." Then he spat, right at Marcus's feet. A gasp rippled through the crowd. Two warriors stepped forward and struck him. Horrid. The soldier crumpled with a grunt, groaning as he rolled onto his side. The druid stepped closer to Marcus, her expression unreadable. She gestured for him to speak again, clearly, calmly. Marcus hesitated. He looked down at the man on the ground, then back at the faces watching him. He weighed his choices, then he said, "He wants you all dead." The druid's eyes darkened. "He says you should kneel before Rome, that they'll burn your villages, kill your families, that no one will stop them." Silence fell across the camp like a blade. The warriors looked to the druid, to each other. Rage simmered behind their eyes, behind clenched jaws and trembling fists. No one needed translation. That night they began to build. By firelight they dragged long timber poles into the clearing. Wicker, rope, animal bones, old symbols scrolled into the wood. Marcus watched it take shape, a towering figure, hollow inside, the Wicker Man. It grew steadily, twice the size of a man, until it loomed above them all, its wooden arms outstretched, like a grotesque sentinel watching over the camp. The structure was crude, but undeniably powerful in its design. Animal skulls hung from the ribs, old symbols carved into the bark of the wood. It was as if they were weaving a death trap, something both sacred and horrifying. The deeper into the night they worked, the more the camp came alive. Warriors hummed low chants, gathering dry hay and animal carcasses, stuffing the body of the Wicker Man with offerings of death. Bones, feathers, fur. The smell of burning wood and incense thickened in the air, the flickering flames casting unsettling shadows on the surrounding trees. And then, as if the earth itself were awakening, the drumming began. Deep, resonant beats that seemed to come from the very bones of the world itself. The sound echoed through the forest, the rhythm pulsing in the air like something alive, something ancient. The drumming vibrated in Marcus's chest, a heavy, soulful sound that felt like it had always been there, buried deep inside him, waiting for this moment. The last of the hay was stuffed into the Wicker Man's hollow chest. The warriors tied it all together with thick ropes, securing it for what was to come. And then they dragged the soldier. His eyes were wide, terror-stricken, as he was pulled, kicking and struggling toward the towering figure. They threw him into the open cavity of the Wicker Man. His body thrashed, but it was no use. They bound him with ropes, pinning him in place. He opened his mouth to scream, but no sound came. His voice lost in the overwhelming power of the music, the drumming, the sheer weight of what was happening. The leader of the tribe raised his torch high. The flames caught quickly, licking at the dry wood. The Wicker Man ignited, and as the fire spread, the camp seemed to hold its breath. Marcus stood frozen, his heart pounding in his chest, the heat from the flames searing his skin. The drumming reached a fever pitch, the smoke rising in thick plumes to the sky. The Wicker Man burned.